So this is the Chapter 2 review for SM1. We're start at number 1, obviously, and we'll see how far we can get in 6.5 minutes or so. And then other problems will be on other videos. So let's just get started, and remember that you do the best you can with the review, and the better you do on the review, the better you're going to do on the test. Okay? All right, so number 1, a number n is less than 4. So we have a number n is less than 4. Number 2, a number y minus 8 is greater than or equal to 10. So a number y minus 8 is greater than or equal to 10. Okay, the number 21 is less than a number t times 3. So the number 21 is less than a number t times 3. So you could do t3, but typically we put it like that. And then 2/3 of a number b is no more than 12. So when we say 2/3 of a number, we mean 2/3 times a number. So 2/3 of a number b is no more than 12. Okay, so it can't be more than 12. So it's got to be, it's no more than 12. So it's got to be less than or equal to 12. Okay, I'm actually going to move this up a little bit so we can see this a little bit better. It says write an inequality for each graph. Okay, so for this first one, we see that we've got 1 and it's an open circle, and this is every value that's bigger than 1. So x, I'll do it here, x is bigger than 1. Here we have a closed circle at 1, and it's everything that's less than that. So x is less than or equal to 1. Number 7, everything is bigger than 4, but it also includes 4. So we have x is greater than or equal to 4. And then number 8, we have an open circle at negative 6. So it doesn't quite include negative 6. And it's everything bigger than that. So x is bigger than negative 6. Okay. It says draw a graph for each inequality. And it says to label the number line. Don't worry too much about that. I don't want you to stress over, where the 0 is going to be and all that kind of stuff. Just basically put in just some basic numbers, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is 7 is greater than x. I like the x to be on the other side, and I can see that the inequality sign is pointing to the x. So if I flip it around, it'll still be pointing to the x. So x is less than 7. If I make this 7 right here, okay, then x, open circle, is less than 7. Okay, over here, x is greater than or equal to negative 3. Now if I want to put a little bit more detail, I could put a 0 here. Here's negative 1, negative 2, here's negative 3. You could even do a 3 there if you wanted. Or you can label the whole thing if you want. Just make sure that the number you need is on here. So x is greater than or equal to negative 3. So I have a filled in circle, and it's going to the right. Now this is a compound inequality, and remember, this x is being sandwiched between these two numbers. And for these, I probably would label them a little bit better. So I've got negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a negative 3 here if I want that. Okay, so I have an open circle at negative 2, and I have a closed circle at 4. And then since it's sandwiched in, it just gets connected like that. Okay, so now we have another compound inequality, and I'm going to make sure I have these on here too. I'll just do that many. That's about all I need. Okay, and it says x is less than or equal to 5, so I'll do that one. Got a filled in circle. Or x is greater than 8. Open circle to the right. And I know it's an or, because remember, it looks like 2 oars on a boat. So that's what we have there. Let's see how I am with time. Okay, we can do a couple more here. All right, so now we need to solve some. So solve each inequality and graph its solution, then write the solution in interval notation and label the number line. All right, so one thing to remember is that when we solve these, it's just like solving an equation except when we multiply or divide by a negative. All right, so for this one, x divided by 2 is greater than -4. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. That cancels out my 2, and I have x is greater than -8. So I could put -8 right here. I could label a few more if I wanted, but x is greater than -8. And if I'm looking at this left to right, that's what I do with the interval notation. Okay, it's left to right. My interval notation is -8 to infinity. And the infinity ones, both positive and negative infinity, always have a parenthesis, okay? And this is a parenthesis because it's open. All right, over here, let's add 5 to both sides. And we get 15 is less than or equal to b. Again, I'm going to just flip it around. So it's pointing to the 15. So when I flip it, it's still pointing to the 15. And I think I'll put 15 right here, which makes this 16, 17, this would be 14, 13. That's just a few. And b is greater than or equal to 15. And again, going left to right using interval notation, 15 is included, so I have a bracket. And then I go to infinity. All right, so I'm going to stop there for now, and I will continue in the next video.